And welcome in to the Royal Farms Arena, downtown Baltimore. Game 2 of the MASL soccer season for the Blast. The Blast take on the Syracuse Silver Knights tonight. Gary Stein, Paul Mittermeier with you, your Blast broadcasters. Paul, Blast coming off a 7-4 win over the Chicago Mustangs in their opener. They're 1-0. Tonight is the season opener for Syracuse.
Gary, you Blast off to a fast start last week. You got the first couple goals. Had a little bit of a rough patch in that second quarter. Let Chicago back in the game, but ultimately played a really good second half. Vinny Dantas, of course, the story last week. Talked about the loss of Neto, loss of Lucio. How were the Blast going to replace these guys? We talked about how much firepower they had up front. We talk about Dantas. We talk about Andrew Hoxie, who's been in addition, and we'll see Jeremy Ortiz for the first time tonight in a Blast uniform as well.
6 players scored goals for the Blast last week, led by Dantas with 2 goals and 2 assists. Dantas earned a place on the team of the week this week in the MASL. William Vanzella in goal with 7 saves. Tonight's opponent, the Syracuse Silver Knights, and this is their season opener, and they've traditionally given the Blast problems. I say that, and the Blast all-time against Syracuse is 15-3, but more often than not, the games are close between these two squads.
Yeah, it's definitely close. The one thing for Syracuse tonight, they won't have their head coach. Tommy Tanner not here tonight to coach Syracuse. He's out with a personal matter, and so we'll see how that plays out for him. But yeah, they've got weapons. You talk about a guy like Kenedor Forbes, and obviously Ubi Parapovic as well for Syracuse, is a guy that can really do some damage in the offensive end.
Tommy Tanner actually at his brother's wedding, he's the best man at his brother's wedding. He texted us here earlier tonight and said, make sure you tell the people back in Syracuse that's why I'm not behind the bench tonight. Brother's wedding, Dallas, Texas, best man, had to be there. We understand.
Well done. That's a good job, Gary.
There you go. As far as the Blast are concerned, William Vanzella will be in goal tonight. Matt Perella will be in goal for Syracuse. Brian O'Quinn did not make the trip. Vanzella with 7 saves last week against Chicago. Vanzella 11-1 career against Syracuse. Talking to Danny Kelly on the Inside Press Box show we do every week, and he said that William in his 3 years here has become a great goalkeeper because he knows exactly where the shots are coming. He blocks shots with his body.
Yeah, that's the way he does it. And, not only that, but he always is great at being that 6th man and being able to distribute, being able to calm things down on the defensive end. When you don't have to worry about turnovers in your own end, that's 70% of the battle in this league as far as not giving up goals. Obviously, he's a sound fundamental keeper in making saves, but to me, I just think that his ability to distribute, his ability to use his feet, and his ability to be that 6th guy is what sets him apart from the rest of the keepers in this league.
Another thing we touched on with Danny, historically, traditionally, the Blast roster has been constituted this way, and that is with a few veteran guys. I'm talking about mid to upper 30s, guys like Neto, Lucio, even Mike Lookingland at the end of his career. And then they have kind of been like coaches on the field for the young players that the Blast continually funnel through. This year, there's only one player on the Blast, Tony Donatelli, who is over the age of 30. He's 31. Everybody else is under the age of 30, and Danny has found that he has to teach a little more in practice to the kids.
No question about it. We'll see how that plays out throughout the season, but so far so good.
We'll take a timeout and come back with your opening kick from the arena when we return.
Baltimore.
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 Are you ready?
Starting in goal this evening, number 0, William Vancella. Forward, number 4, Andrew Hoxie. Defender, number 6, Carew Forbes. Starting in forward this evening, number 7, Levy Wapo. Starting at forward, number 8, Lucas Roque. Starting on defense, your Blast captain, number 9, Pat Healy. Defender, number 12, Adriano Dos Santos. Starting on defense, number 14, Anawa Omase. Midfielder, number 16, Brad Bonino. Starting in midfield, welcome to Baltimore, number 17, Jeremy Ortiz. Defender, number 19, Uzi Taylor. Midfielder, number 22, Juwan Pereira. Forward, number 27, Jin-Ho Kim. Forward, number 28, Vinny Dantas. Midfielder, welcome to the Blast, number 80, Gaetan Coltabiano. And now the coaches of your Baltimore Blast, assistant coach David Pascal. And the head coach of your 2015 Baltimore Blast, Danny Kelly. There they are, Blast fans, your 2015-2016 Baltimore Blast. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask you to please rise for the singing of God Bless America with tonight's special guest, Joppa View Elementary. Joppa View Elementary. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please remain standing. And gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem by tonight's special guest, Woodbridge Elementary.
Stripes and bright stars.
Woodbridge Elementary.
Champions departing, and these two squads about set to get underway here tonight. Blast 1-0 off a 7-4 win against Chicago last week at home. The Silver Knights will start their 2015-16 season here tonight. And Paul, courtesy of Rosedale Roofing, tonight's starters.
William Van Zella in goal for the Blast. In front of William, Obasi, and Healy. Ortiz in the midfield, Wapu and Roque up front for the Blast. And obviously Obasi, key in that back line. Healy, the steady veteran, leading the Blast in blocks. And of course Lucas Roque, the tremendous playmaker up front for your Baltimore Blast.
And Ortiz making his first start for the Blast tonight. They got him off of Rochester's roster from last year, along with Hoxie and Brad Venino. And Ortiz, a very tough, physical player, good player, digs out balls in the corner, very good assist man. Here are your starters for the Silver Knights.
Perella in goal. No Brian O'Quinn tonight for the Silver Knights. Toby in the back, Ubi Parapovic, and Forbes, the formidable midfield. Manfoot and Gibson also up front for Syracuse.
Gibson, of course, last year played for the Blast, 7 games, had 4 goals in a limited role.
Defend Forbes and Ubi Parapovic. It's obviously one of the keys. Like good team defense, 5 guys behind the ball is what Danny Kelly stresses, and then free kicks and power plays, as always, a big key in the indoor game.
Forbes and Ubi Parapovic were 2nd and 3rd last year in scoring. They combined for 36 goals and 29 assists. There has been some turnover for Syracuse. Neto, Elmo Neto was the #1 scorer, and Santana, who was a great two-way defender for Syracuse. They're not with the team anymore. Santana's still in the league. He's with Ontario. So we'll see who can pick up the slack for Nelson Santana, who really did everything for him last year. From the back, was on free kicks, also moved up and scored. He was an all-around player for them.
Yeah, we saw last week what the Blast can do to a team. Chicago, obviously, Blast possessed the ball a long time. And when you've got Roque, Dantas, and Hoxie as your rotation up front, it starts to wear on a team. Syracuse has to figure out the formula for stopping those 3 up front for the Blast.
Matt Perella in goal tonight for Syracuse, a tall, lanky goalkeeper making his first start for the Silver Knights. And William Van Zella in goal for the Blast. Blast in the home white on white with the red numerals, and Syracuse in the road orange jerseys with the black shorts.
Blast will pressure again tonight as well. They'll put some pressure on Perella, see what he can do is his distribution, and put some pressure on that Syracuse defense.
Waiting here for the no.
Gaetan Caltabiano, you heard him introduced for the Blast. Caltabiano signed this week by the Blast. And Jeremy Figler, also the backup keeper now for your Baltimore Blast as well.
Sent in by Syracuse to get it started, and the Blast now defending on the far side of the field. Blast got off to a quick start against the Mustangs last week, 3-0 in the first. Chicago then controlled play in the second, and it was 3-2. And then late in the second, a goal from Vinny Dantas on an assist from Juan Pereira kind of opened things up a little bit. Blast led 4-2 at the half and came out with a 7-4 win. It was 7-2 late, and the Blast gave up 2 goals late in the game to cut it back down to 7-4. Obasi trying to play it back to the keeper, and a little bit slow to get there, and forces William to come out off his line and make a play.
No panic. Nice play as Obasi recovers and forces the ball back to his keeper.
William Van Zella, in his stellar career in general, has been stellar against Syracuse. He's 11-1 all time with a .328 goals against over the last 3 years. Blast in the midfield. Levy gets a foot on it. We'll send it back towards Ubi Parapovic with a touch. Here's Jake Schindler now for Syracuse. Came over from Rochester in the offseason. Of course, the Lancers no longer in the league. Sends one into the corner, and now Schindler making a play on the ball and lifts it up over the glass with the left. It'll be a goalkeeper distribution for Van Zella.
Obasi's having a tough start to this game, tough minute and a half there as he makes a misplay to his keeper, and then there, you never want to play the ball in the middle of the field in your own end, and almost paid dearly for that, but the Blast did a nice job to recover and force an errant shot.
No Tony Donatelli tonight for the Blast, as he is missing the game for a friend's wedding, actually, a la Tommy Tanner. So the Blast down one of their most explosive forwards tonight. Vinny Dantas on the floor for Baltimore. Jeremy Ortiz making his first appearance for the Blast. Juan Pereira out there as well. Pereira on the receiving end from Dantas, broken up by Syracuse.
Good start to the game for the Silver Knights.
And they're pressuring in the back.
Good look there, just hit the post.
Nate Bordeaux defending now. Gerger Gibson as well. Blast having some difficulty getting it out of their own end. Back to the keeper, Van Zella. Bordeaux in pursuit.
Oh, good ball.
Nice ball up ahead, finding Dantas. Now he turns to face the keeper. Off the boards in the box, and a little too strong for Pereira. Pereira is hitting to the boards hard. No call there.
Referee shook his head like, nah, he really didn't take it into the boards there.
And now being tripped up is Pereira, and finally the Blast will get the call.
Man. And Pereira's down.
The foul is on Garrett Losi, and Pereira still down for the Blast. Trainer comes out to take a look. Clock stops. We're about 2.5 minutes into the game, and so far, better play belongs to Syracuse early.
Well, and the concern here, Juwan really laboring in the corner right now.
Blast fans, Advanced Radiology is proud to be the official medical imaging provider of the Blast. When you need fast, accurate results, trust the team of experts at Advanced Radiology. Visit advancedradiology.com for a location near you. And if you need an apartment, Henderson Webb is your hometown property management company with over 10,000 apartments in Baltimore, Anne Arundel, and Howard counties, as well as Baltimore City. Call 410-885-4100 or visit APT-RENT. That's pronounced APTRent.com. Ask about the Blast rent special, equal housing opportunity.
Dantas going to assist Pereira off the floor, favoring that right foot. Can barely put any weight on it whatsoever.
So the Blast already down Donatelli, maybe down Pereira here, at least for a while. Pat Healy will be on it for the Blast. Brad Venino has checked into the game from Rochester off their roster from a year ago. Venino scored last week against Chicago. Here's Healy. Cuts it cross field for DeSantos, who scores! He hesitated, had to settle it, and it may have disrupted Pereira's attention span, and he beat it near post.
DeSantos scores for a second straight game, and you know, I think when you look at the beginning of the season, we talked a lot about Dantas and Roque, but I think the story may be Adriano is put on some weight. He's always been that guy that's going to win those tough balls for you in the midfield, but now he's added a little bit of a scoring touch as well. And here's the replay. This is a laser beam as he settles first, looks, and then blasts it into the corner of the net.
So DeSantos gets the goal. That's his second of the year, second point. It's his 42nd goal of his career, 99th point in a Blast uniform. And Healy for the Blast, his second assist in 2 games, his 198th, correction, 199th career point.
Well, we talk about it all the time, Gary, and we put those keys to the game up and talk about free kicks and restarts. And, you know, Syracuse has dominated play here tonight. And look at the scoreboard, all because of a restart. And after a foul, it's 1-0 Blast.
Well,
so important in this game.
Vanino keeps it alive, and off the bench, it's Jinho Kim, keeping it alive still for the Blast. Now over to Hoxie, who scored in the opener against Chicago, came over from Rochester as well. So Hoxie, Vanino, and Ortiz all came over from Rochester in the offseason. Now he loses it. Forbes picks it up for Syracuse, and here's the run the other way. Here's Ubi Parapovic, very dangerous for Syracuse.
Nice D. They forced Parapovic to his right. Never could get that left-footed shot off. That's what Danny Kelly before the game stressing that with his players. Make him go right. Do not give him the left foot.
And Hoxie did a good job there of disrupting that.
There's that replay again of that goal.
Goal by DeSantos. Here's Forbes inside the arc. Nice ball up top. They leave it back. Good ball movement by Syracuse, finding Forbes on the opposite side. Defended well and taken away by the Blast. Here's Obasi. Well, correction, DeSantos.
Yeah, DeSantos again playing in his own end that time.
Vanzella, deep ball up ahead for Lucas Roque. Pereira back out on the field for Baltimore inside the box. Perella makes the play for Syracuse.
That's
up ahead for Antonio Manfoot, who tries to slip by a Blast defender. No call there as Obasi got in his way, and they'll play it back to William.
Are we playing soccer tonight or are we playing football? I'm not sure.
Well, we're not sure yet. Yep. Jake Schindler under some pressure from Pereira. Nice ball up ahead. Obasi there for the defense for the Blast.
Oh, dangerous play there. Blast, fortunate bounce off the boards. Blast really struggling to get it out of their own end.
And finally, Vanzella picks it up inside the box. Here's the toss on the near side for Roque.
Oh, good cut.
Vanino tries to one-touch it up ahead for Jeremy Ortiz, who was in the target position. Roque now tried to go off the boards. That one broken up by Darren Toby. And getting in there is Corey Alenio as well, and Toby now will get some help from his goalkeeper. Blast fans, if you're looking to refinance or buy a home, call Fremont Mortgage Funding. Your loan is handled here in Baltimore, not out of state. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Fremont Mortgage Funding is proud to back the Blast. That's why Fremont is on the uniform back. When you're ready to buy or refinance your home, Fremont is ready to back you too. Call 800-955-8508 for a free analysis. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender.
Foul on Syracuse there.
Vanzella up ahead for Dantas. And Dantas spilled, no call, with Ubi Parapovic. Ball rolls out to Perella. Pretty physical game so far early.
Very physical game.
For over 50 years, Rosedale Roofing has proudly served the Baltimore region, making a big impact in our community. Honesty and service is what you can expect every time with Rosedale Roofing. Visit us online at rosedaleroofing.com. Also, the official uniform provider of the Blast is Top Tier, and your source for the latest in team gear and apparel. Visit us at www.toptiergear.com to learn how TTG can provide your team their own custom look, just like we did for your Baltimore Blast.
Good tackle there by Dantas.
Ortiz
in his own end.
Kicks it out towards midfield.
Silver Knights doing a nice job of bottling up the Blast, cutting off the passing lanes, and creating steals in the midfield right now.
Up top, here they come. This is Bo Jelovac. And Jelovac tries to follow it inside the box, but Van Zella gets there first. Fourth leading scorer from last year, had 20 points in 20 games for the Silver Knights. Silver Knights made the playoffs last year at 12-8, which was their best record since coming into the league back about 3-4 years ago. Ball up ahead. Kim heads it over to Pereira. Now back to Kim. They double team him. Now here they set up inside the box. Look at that. Great work in the corner. Nets a goal for Hoxie for the Blast.
Well, Syracuse makes a mistake in their own end. Good pressure by the Blast there to create the turnover. And Pereira way off, out of position. Wide open net for Andrew Hoxie. The defender can't do anything about it as Hoxie puts it into the back of the net. Give the Blast a 2-0 lead.
Time of the goal, 7:50 of the first. We'll take a timeout and get you the particulars in a moment. Right now the score, Blast 2 and the Silver Knights nothing. Well, for the second straight game, the Blast getting off to a quick start. They led Chicago last week 3-0 in the first. They lead the Silver Knights of Syracuse here tonight 2-0 in the first. Hoxie getting the goal at 7:50 from Pereira. And now Juwan Pereira with 3 assists in his first 2 games for the Blast.
Well, the bottom line here, Gary, is that the Blast haven't played very well at all the first 8 minutes of this game, and they're up 2-0. A restart and a Syracuse mistake, and they're behind on the scoreboard even though they've dominated the play here in the first 8 minutes.
Yep, sometimes it goes like that. The stats don't always tell the story, but the story is always told on the scoreboard. 2-0 Blast. Here's Van Zella. He's got Roque up ahead. Vanino in there as well as Ortiz. DeSantos. There's pressure on Pereira, almost taken away by Vanino. Manfoot for Syracuse. Good pressure by the Blast.
Yeah, they got the outlet pass, but Manfoot couldn't get by his man, and that forced Syracuse back into their own end.
Now Manfoot tries to one-touch it up ahead to a teammate. That's broken up by the Blast. Here's Vanino losing his footing. Coming up on the 5:30 mark here in the first, 2-0 Blast.
Some good speed by Jelovac there to get back defensively and take the ball away.
Now Pereira towards midfield. Sends it into the corner, not strong enough, intended for Alenio. And Tayu for the Blast. Now foul called on Tayu along the boards.
Holding down on the Blast, number 19, Uzi Tayu.
Uzi's brother, Frank, playing well for Sonora out west. He leads the league in points. Frank Tayu leads the league in goals with 6, points with 7. He had 4 goals in a big win over San Diego last week, 15-8 the final. And they played together for Las Vegas a couple of years together.
Good start, good restart chance here for Syracuse. Right on the corner kick spot.
Here's Manfoot now on the right side towards the goal. That one blocked by Tayu. Up ahead for Levy, couldn't handle it with his head, and the ball will roll out to Perella.
Well, Syracuse got a shot there, but not quick enough. Blast was able to react, and not only was the defender there to block the shot, Tayu, but also Vanzilla was in position as well to make that save.
Dantas and Ortiz on the floor now for the Blast. Here's William all the way to the yellow line. Now sends it back to DeSantos, midfield for Levy. Blast will hold it for a little while until and if Syracuse pressures.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Vanzella basically playing the 6th player on the field. And the Blast comfortable with that, and Syracuse really not pressuring because they don't want to, because he can make you pay with his passes.
Obasi now on the floor for the Blast, creating some space in the midfield. DeSantos. Blast got some size on the field now. Obasi, DeSantos, and Dantas. Dantas out-leaped by Perella, and the keeper has it. Toby in the back for Syracuse. Here's Ubi Parapovic now. Ubi coming off a good year last year, 14 goals, 15 assists in 20 games. Near post, great save by Vanzella on a left-footed drive by Ubi. And here's Dantas. That may go in.
Yes, sir.
Oh! It's 3-0.
Well, I'll tell you, sometimes it's just your night to come together. Perel probably way too far off his line here, and that's not a real smart play to make. Dantas just gets in the way. He deflects it into the goal by accident, just trying to make a play. But that all started with Vanzella's save. And I don't know if we'll see it or not. We're just going to see the end here as the ball rolls into the net. But Vanzella makes the save on the other end. And for the first time tonight, the Blast didn't do a good job defensively. They let Parapovic go to his left. And he unleashed just a blistering shot on Vanzella that he was able to stop. And that's what led to the outlet pass that gets the goal to make it 3-0.
Dantas' 3rd goal of the year, time of the goal 11:24. And then not only did he block it and follow it, but he also blocked the keeper from making a play on it.
Right. That's what his aim was. He wasn't trying to go kick the ball in the goal. He was trying to do enough to let the ball do the job and keep the keeper away from it.
Ball hugs the glass and bounces over. It'll be a goal kick.
All that without blatantly trying to keep the keeper away from him, you know what I mean?
Right. You got to play the part. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the first. Blast on top 3-0 over the Silver Knights. Second straight game, the Blast have had a 3-0 lead on their opponent. Obasi for the Blast, picked up by Yelovac. There's William now towards the box, and Perella punches it at.
That's got to be a legal procedure.
Yeah,
top of the box. And that was close to him being out of the box. I mean, that was right on the corner of the box where he parried that out.
Mark Bailey puts it down for the Blast. Healy. He's got 2 options on the wing, 2 options inside the box. And look at that, he threads it through, and Roque is right there. And Lucas makes it 4-0 Blast.
Blast putting on a restart clinic here tonight. How about that one? Right between the 3-man wall and the 4th defender, Roque sneaks into that little dead area inside the box, and just like you would do in hockey, just deflects it into the goal off his foot into the back of the net. Nifty little play there by the Blast.
Time to go 12-14 of the first. Here we go.
There, wait, see, he's going to sneak in that little area right there, a little deflection. Boom, nothing he can do about it.
Watch it one more time. Healy fiddling around, and there comes Roque.
I'm surprised more teams don't try that play.
Especially when you got 4 guys up.
Foul call here is going to be a penalty, I believe. No, just a foul. I thought he
Manfoot went down hard. So Roque with the goal. That's his second in 2 games. Healy with another assist. He's got 2 tonight. He's got 3 for the season. And now Pat Healy has scored 200 points in his Blast career. Another save by William. So Pat Healy at 200. He's got 198 blocks coming in, so that is the definition of a two-way player. Perella sends it off to Ubi.
Well, he's become such a good passer off the restarts, you know?
Yep. That is his game, no doubt. Here's Ubi trying to force one inside. And it's broken up by the Blast, and they'll send it back the other way.
A real good first quarter for the Blast here. Everything they really wanted. They haven't played technically sound. Syracuse has done some good things, but they finished all their chances. And when you can do that, you make it awful tough on the other team.
Blast trying to win a ball at the yellow line. Syracuse comes away with it. Blocked out in front by DeSantos. This will be a corner kick now for the Silver Knights.
Corner kick, Syracuse.
Clock stops with 1:37 to go in the first. Blast up 4-0 on Syracuse. Blast have a 20-game home winning streak. It dates back to almost 2 years. The last time the Blast lost at home was November 23rd of 2013. And it was against the Milwaukee Wave, 8-0 the final. In their last 20 games, Blast are unbeaten at home. Tried to thread run through the wall, broken up by the Blast.
And again, Syracuse comes up empty on a good chance on a restart.
And now no one in the corner for Syracuse on a feed from Manford. Oh, they give it away. And William right there to make the save at the near post. That's 2 big saves for Van Zella in the game.
That's about the 5th time the Blast have turned it over in their own end in this first quarter. Living large, Gary.
Wapu. Perella with a good save. Rebound. And let's see, do they call a foul on that? Yes, they will. Roque was banged into the boards.
Yeah, Roque lobbied for that call, and the referee finally blew the whistle.
Manfoot will get called with 1:03 to play in the first.
Pretty much the same call that Manfoot got in the other end anyway, so. Here we go again on the restart.
Pat Healy's 2 for 2 on the restarts tonight. He found DeSantos cross-field once for a goal, and then found Roque inside the box on a little flick from top of the arc. Let's see how they approach it here. That one just wide from Roque.
Last minute of play in the corner.
Blast will control.
That was a good look. Tough angle, but shot it just wide. Blast in no hurry here with the 4-goal lead, and under a minute to play, they can take their time. Force Syracuse to chase a little bit.
And Syracuse not pressuring at all. Here's Van Zella now past midfield. 34 seconds. Blast have ragged about 26 seconds here with the ball. And again, still no pressure. Now Manfoot will start to circle around. Here's Tayu for the Blast. Correction, that's Levy. Tayu on the defense, and he holds up his man, Gerger Gibson. Foul called on Gibson. About 17 seconds left in the first. Intended for Dantas. Headed away by Schindler. Less than 10 seconds to go in the first. Blast going to take that one away. Now held in, though, by Syracuse. And that's the horn at the end of the first period. So the Blast start quickly and finish quickly. Score 4 in the first quarter and lead the Silver Knights 4-0 after 1. Back for more right after this.
Syracuse 5 and the Blast 7. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the midfield area. Please welcome the Shirley Darling Dancers.
Gary Stein, Paul Minnemeyer back with you. Blast lead 4-0 after one. Blast out shooting Syracuse 7-5 in the first. Four different players scoring goals for the Blast: DeSantos, Hoxie, Dantas, and Roque. And right now, all Blast, Paul.
Well, yeah, on the scoreboard. I think Syracuse had a pretty good first quarter. They made some good stuff happen in getting some turnovers. They forced the Blast to turn it over in their own end a couple times, but you look up on the scoreboard and it's 4-0.
Vanzella with 3 saves in the first quarter. And Perella allowing 4 goals for Syracuse. Blast now from left to right. Towards the goal! Oh, hits the crossbar. Bounces out. What a drive from Hoxie.
No, I don't think that was Pereira.
Okay, could be Pereira.
And he just blistered that, and it had a little dip to it, and that's why it hit the crossbar. Amazing shot. Just missed from the Blast, going up 5-0.
Here's Alenio for Syracuse. Going to back it out towards the corner, being trailed by Healy. For the Blast, right now, Healy leading in scoring with 2 assists.
Pereira just taking the pressure off there. Nice play to get it out of his own end. I'll tell you what, that goal would have been an absolute crusher.
Man-foot, midfield. Into the corner now for Gibson, picked up by Healy. In the box for Forbes, that one just wide. Rebound won't go. Forbes again keeps it alive, and this one over the boards. It'll be a goalkeeper distribution for Vanzella.
Good job defensively, the Blast, not allowing Forbes to get a shot off. Forces it to the other player. Here's that drive that hit the bottom of the crossbar and then right down in front of the goal, just missed.
That was way outside the yellow line.
Yeah, he blistered that.
Venino for the Blast keeps it alive.
That's the kind of shot you see most guys drill it into the crowd.
Look at that pass from Roque as he settled and passing up ahead, broken up though by Syracuse. Kim keeping it alive for the Blast. Now back into the corner for Roque. Correction for Venino. Here's DeSantos now. And heading off the floor is Caro Forbes, who was on for a moment.
Well, Jeremy Ortiz on the floor.
Back to DeSantos. Forbes chasing here for Syracuse. Here's William. And coming on the floor back is DeSantos in the corner. Good ball. Oh, look at this feed. Great save. Ortiz on the shot. Perella was equal to the task.
Great ball by Dos Santos there.
Now Syracuse trying to break out, but the Blast keep them bottled up. And now a turnover.
Levy had Roque right in the middle of the box, wide open, didn't see him.
Blast fans, Chesapeake Employers Insurance helps keep workplaces safe because at the end of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return. Connect with your local agent or visit us online. Also, need a new phone system for your business? Netacom provides high-quality business phones for free with every phone line system and high-speed internet plan. Check us out at netacom.com. And the Embassy Suites by Hilton, Baltimore Inner Harbor, is the official hotel of the Baltimore Blast. Enjoy beautifully appointed standard and suites guest accommodations, a complimentary evening reception, and a complimentary made-to-order full American breakfast buffet each morning. For reservations, call 410-727-2222 or visit us at embassysuitesbaltimore.com.
Looking forward to that free breakfast tomorrow. Staying down here, Ravens game tomorrow after tonight, and they got me on the 37th floor, which is like an amazing view of the city.
Plus, you just flew in from North Carolina doing a UMBC game.
Got back from North Carolina, UMBC Wake Forest last night. That was a good game, too.
So that Embassy Suites hotel is really coming in handy for you.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll be together again Monday night from New York at Carnesecca Arena when their UMBC Retrievers take on St. John's. There's Manfoot now, can't quite control it in the corner. Tayu for the Blast. Kim now will control, and they'll play it back inside the box to DeSantos. Coming up on the 10-minute mark here in the second, 4-0 Blast. Ortiz with a little flip up ahead towards midfield, Blast control. Obasi will leave it for Vanzella. Chips it into the corner, deep.
The defensive play, Dantas was going to turn and laser that one, and Syracuse said no.
Obasi with the left off the boards, in the box, intended for Pereira. Broken up by the Silver Knights.
Finally some possession time for Syracuse after the Blast have dominated play in the first 5 minutes here in the second quarter.
THB voted Baltimore's best bagels year over year. THB Bagels and Deli offers bagels and breakfast sandwiches, signature deli sandwiches, salads, and homemade spreads, in addition to catering options for business and private events. Check out any of their 3 locations in Towson, Timonium, or Canton, or visit TowsonHotBagels.com to order online. MedStar Sports Medicine is the official medical team of the Baltimore Blast. Trust the sports medicine trained doctors, physical therapists, and certified athletic trainers of the largest sports health program in the area. MedStar Sports Medicine. Call 888-44-SPORT or visit medstarsportsmed.org.
Mistake by William Van Zella. Top of the arc here for Syracuse. They run some fresh troops on. We'll see if they take this or take a timeout.
Elenio will be on the ball. Forbes along with Gibson here on the near side. Blocked by Obasi, or correction, yes, I think it was Obasi. May have been Hoxie, actually.
Kicked it right into the wall.
There's a nice ball up ahead for Obasi. Keeper comes out way off his line. And lucky for him, Syracuse had a couple guys back. Here's Healy playing it into the target. Broken up by the Silver Knights. And then they call that on Hoxie.
Perella looked a little lost out there a couple times.
Getting a little baptism under fire here tonight. Clock says 8:33 left in the second. Here's DeSantos now for the Blast. Got 1-on-4. Almost slipped his way through. Hoxie keeps it alive. Now Kim keeps it alive for Hoxie. Obasi now with the left. Gibson on the defense. Obasi gets spilled.
Oh, nice pass.
Yep, Healy finding a man open. Tripped up is Venino.
Call foul here on Syracuse, tripping foul.
Pat Healy with some really nice patience there to wait for Venino to come open.
This is a pretty good restart chance here. They need to back the wall up a little bit.
Absolutely. Could see him going left here, left corner. See how he sells it. Yep, there he goes, left corner, man open, settle, just high.
That was well meant. Was that Venino?
It was, and now kept in by Healy. Almost a mediocre structure violation. That's over.
Timeout.
We'll take it 2 with 7:11 left to go. Blast 4, Syracuse 0.
Groups to tonight's game, they include EASL Soccer, ESSL Soccer, Aberdeen, APG, Belcamp, Churchville, Dublin Darlington, Emerton, Havre de Grace, Joppatown, Kingsville, St. Stephen's, Trinity Lutheran, Good Shepherd. Region 4 Soccer includes Bear Creek, Colgate, Dundalk, Eastfield, ESP, Gray Charles, HMR, NPV, OLH, Water's Edge, West Inverness. We'd also like to welcome Joppa View Elementary School, SB YSL Soccer, Carroll Manor Soccer, Cockeysville Soccer, Perry Hall White Marsh Union Infusion, the Summer Soccer Campers, Woodbridge Elementary School, the gang from Parkville Soccer, Freedom Optimist Soccer, PSC Blue Crabs, Stars United, Premier Soccer Club, and the Soccer Association of Columbia, Howard County. And we'd also like to welcome all pro dads. The Blast thank each and every one of you for your support of Baltimore Blast Soccer.
You ready, Paul? You're just an idiot. You know that? Just go home. Just go home. Oh, I'm ready. Back with you in live action here. 6:50 left in the second. Blast leading it 4-0.
One of the things Syracuse has struggled with is coming out of their own end tonight. And they haven't really paid dearly for it yet, but it hasn't been pretty.
Blast pressuring in the midfield. Here on the near side for Gibson. Picked up by Tayu. William comes out, gets his foot on it. Schindler now will leave it for Ubi. Or correction, for Yelovac. Some possession time here for the Silver Knights with 5:40 left. Manfoot going to try to win that one. Keeps it alive off the boards. Intended for Elenio. DeSantos is there, as is Wapu.
That's a pretty smart play by Adriano, just to let it go through and let go by everybody and harmlessly rolled up to the yellow line.
They gave that one up too easily.
Mason provides on-demand marketing solutions that help companies deliver consistent branding across all their internal and external audiences.
Here's Healy now for the Blast. Blast fans, Web Mason provides on-demand marketing solutions that help companies deliver consistent branding across all their internal and external audience touchpoints. Their suite of software and services make Web Mason a one-stop shop for companies' offline, online, creative, and integrated marketing needs.
Oh, nice play there, Gary. Great ball by Healy. Great ball off the boards by Dantas, and Kim just couldn't quite finish that.
And Blast fans, don't forget to come to the Pratt Street Ale House after this game for a post-game party. Meet your favorite players and cheerleaders while enjoying food and drink specials just for Blast fans.
No goal. Gibson pulled Hoxie to the floor to get that advantage.
Blast fans, just a reminder, make sure you stop by the fan club tables behind section 209 and 210 to renew your membership to the fan club or to join tonight. Benefits include the opportunity to purchase fan club only holiday tickets, free ball and jersey raffle tickets, free tickets to an upcoming game, plus much more. And tickets are on sale for the
Blast did a good job tonight with short shifts and getting guys on and off the floor quickly.
Manzella controlling for the Blast. Up ahead for Roque. Blast fans, make sure you stop by the fan club tables behind sections 209 and 10 to renew your membership to the fan club or to join. Benefits include the opportunity to purchase fan club only holiday tickets, free ball and jersey raffle tickets, free tickets to an upcoming game, plus much more. Tickets are on sale for the holiday party, which is on December 8th. Tickets are also on sale for the Harrisburg Blast game on November 28th, as well as New Year's Eve. Stop by the tables for additional details.
Blast turned it over. Free kick for the Silver Knights.
I don't think the Silver Knights have had a shot on goal here in the second quarter. Still trail 4-0. Good defense by Venino. And
Foul.
Venino looks like he took one in the face.
And I think he got called for the foul, too.
Free kick Syracuse, 250.
Venino instead of, yeah. No, Venino did get the foul, right?
Yeah, he got it.
Okay.
Blast pressuring with Roque now. Venino heads it away, intended for Alenio. Ubi gets a foot on it, back to the keeper. Coming up on 2 minutes left in the first half.
Oh, good ball there.
Venino.
If Christopher answers the question correctly, he wins this Blast mini ball.
Four best
you ready?
on the floor for another shift.
Okay, tonight's question is,
Over to Kim.
who was last season's MASL goalkeeper of the year? Was it Danny Waltman, Chris Toth, Keith Van Aaron, or William Vanzella?
Dantas doing a good job
Come
there,
on.
along with Levy.
Oh, good play.
Here it is. Oh, almost
That is
rewarded.
correct.
That was just wide. Now Healy keeps it in. There's a nice ball. Two nice balls. A chance. That one just wide.
Off the post twice. Was that Levy off the post that time?
I think it was.
Dantas and Wapu off the post. Or it's 5-0.
Blast just peppering the Syracuse goal right now and still in control of the ball. That's the most amazing part. They've had the ball for about a minute. And now they get it back again. Boy, it's so funny. The first quarter was, I mean, you have to give Syracuse credit. They pretty much outplayed the Blast a lot, but the Blast led 4-0. In this period, the Blast have completely outplayed Syracuse, and no one has scored.
Well, it's 4-on-3 right now.
There's Tayu. Nice cut, keeps it alive, intended for Ortiz. 30 seconds left. Blast just buzzing around. There's going to be some tired Syracuse players in that locker room at half.
I think there's some tired Syracuse players right now.
Dantas keeping it alive. Maybe one more chance here for the Blast. 2-1. And the horn sounds, and that's the end of the second quarter. Man, I tell you, all Blast in the second quarter, no scoring though. Sometimes that's the way it goes.
I think the Blast hit the post 3 or 4 times, though, didn't they?
Yeah, that they did. So the Blast first quarter lead holds up. Again, goals from DeSantos, Hoxie, Dantas, and Roque give the Blast a 4-0 lead at the half. We'll take a timeout and come back for our third quarter when we return right after this.
Second quarter, Syracuse.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company, formerly IWIF. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our mission and passion for nearly 100 years, and will be for 100 more. We help protect Maryland workers because
at the end of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
Connect with your local agent or visit us online.
All right, for your halftime entertainment, Carol Manor and Cockeysville squaring off and a friendly. Memorabilia from your local pro teams. A winner in tonight's silent auction.
Welcome back to our third quarter here at the downtown, I should say the Royal Farms Arena in downtown Baltimore. Teams are back out on the floor. Blast holding a 4-0 lead after one half of play. Paul Mittermeier, assess what you saw first half.
Oh, I saw Syracuse come out fast, but I saw the Blast score a lot of goals. Let's take a look at them. The Fremont Mortgage highlights. Dos Santos with a blistering shot in the corner of the net. 1-0 Blast. And after a turnover, bad play here, Andrew Hoxie finishes to make it 2-0 Blast. Then Dantas, a good challenge, and the ball luckily rolls behind him and into the net. 3-0, and then a restart one more time for good measure. How about this little touch? Inside, deflection by Roque from Healy. It's 4-0 Blast. All in the first quarter, no scoring in that second quarter. And the Blast just kind of possessed the ball, ran around, hit the post a couple times, and that's about how you describe that 15 minutes of that second quarter.
Those 4 goals in the first quarter for the Blast all coming within a 9-minute, 38-second period. Shots in the first half. Blast lead Syracuse 9-7 in that category. And so that's where we are right now with the Blast on top 4-0. Teams getting set for our second half. Syracuse already out there in the orange. Blast now coming out as well. Blast have Roque and Obasi, Levi Wapu. Vanzella is in goal.
Pat Healy's out there.
And Pat Healy as well. Syracuse comes out with Forbes, Ubi Parapovic, Darren Toby, Yelovak, and Alenio. Syracuse trying to control in the midfield. They've been shut out by Vanzella for the first 30 minutes here tonight. Last year in the 4 games between these squads, it wasn't close. The Blast outscored, and again, it was multiple point scoring. The Blast outscored Syracuse 61-19. And they lead it by 4 goals here tonight. Here's Forbes now for Syracuse. Broken up by Healy.
Nice play by Healy. He challenged right at the yellow line and got a foot in there and broke it up.
Ball up ahead now for Roque. Inside the yellow line, leaves it in front of him for Kim. Good work by the Blast in the corner. Ubi, though, gets a foot on it. And again, the Blast there for some defense to Santos, and he'll get called for the foul.
He's in disbelief.
DeSantos with a goal in this game. DeSantos last week had another goal. Here's Gibson for Syracuse, and William Vanzella plays it perfectly on the near post.
Well, a great outlet, too.
To Pereira. DeSantos for the Blast with Garrett Losi. Looking for Dantas, but it's broken up by Schindler. Looks like DeSantos had a notion on making a play on that ball, but he let it bounce instead. And again, William right there along the boards to pick it up. Here's Dantas for the Blast with 3 goals in 2 games. Dantas! And Perella has to make a good save on that one, sprawling on the floor.
Pretty good pace there. Nice save.
Dantas coming off a great rookie campaign last year with 16 goals and 4 assists. He made the all-rookie team, as did Obasi. Top Tier is the official uniform provider of the Blast and your source for the latest in team gear and apparel. Visit us at toptiergear.com to learn how TTG can provide your team their own custom look, just like we did for your Baltimore Blast. And for 50 years, Rosedale Roofing has proudly served the Baltimore region, making a big impact in our community. Honesty and service is what you can expect every time with Rosedale Roofing. Visit us online at rosedaleroofing.com today. Vanino out there for the Blast. He's like the Energizer Bunny.
No.
He just keeps going and going.
Syracuse doing another can to get out of their own end. That's 6 or 7 passes to finally do it, and then they get a chance on the other end.
Can't convert. Shot is wide. Kim lets it skip through. Ubi sends it deep for Forbes. That one blocked by DeSantos. Kick in Syracuse far side. About 5 minutes gone here. About 4 minutes, I should say, gone in the third quarter. Here's Ubi trying to feed the target. Oh, Williams stuffs him. Right out in front, read it well.
Sometimes you just need your keeper to make a save. As Gibson had position and turned for a nice effort, and Vanzella said no. Probably his most impressive save of the night.
He's had a couple, but yeah, that one point blank. Gibson on the defense here. Blasto control. Vanzella past the yellow line. Goes deep into the corner for Roque. Picked up by Schindler, and now coming over quickly for the defense is Losi. Perella makes a play. Levy one time. Tayu in pursuit. Taken away by Ortiz. Ortiz winds up. That one is steered to the side. Ortiz now inside the box. Can't convert.
Now, Perella's making saves, but he's not. Doesn't look. He doesn't look comfortable making saves.
Flailing around.
But we're in this scoring vortex where there's nothing for 20 minutes.
Buffalo Wild Wings with 14 locations now in Maryland. Visit them in nearby White Marsh, Owings Mills, or in Westminster. Lots of daily specials Monday through Friday, including happy hour, lunch specials, and much more. Find your nearest location at buffalowildwings.com. Stop out for their Monday night best seat in the house football promotion during the game to win great prizes and be eligible to win some great grand prizes as well. Also, if you need an apartment, Henderson Webb is your hometown property management company with over 10,000 apartments in Baltimore, Anne Arundel, and Howard counties, as well as Baltimore City. Call 410-885-4100 or visit AptRent, that's aptrent.com. Ask about the Blast Rent Special Equal Housing Opportunity.
Syracuse 1 goal away from feeling good about themselves and kind of being in this game.
Here's Elenio in the midfield.
This could be 7-8 nothing easily if the Blast were a little bit closer on target, hit the post a couple times.
Here's a nice outlet. Tayu for the Blast. Got some long strides. Tries to thread it through on the far side, picked off by the Syracuse defense. Oh, nice play here for the Blast. That'll at least be a foul. DeSantos wanted 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I'm going to the goal. I'm going to the goal.
Didn't get it. The penalty is on, or the foul, I should say, is on Vitale. It'll be a free kick for the Blast with just over 8 minutes left to go in the third. So the last goal scored in this game was a 12-14 of the first. So I'm going to do some quick math here.
It's about 25 minutes.
Yeah. Long time for a game to be scoreless. And
Long
again,
time
the Blast had chances.
Long time for a team to be scoreless.
Well,
let alone both.
Dantas now faces the keeper with the left. Oh, just wide. Couldn't quite bend it in.
Nothing much Perello was going to be able to do with that. It's just a matter of whether or not Dantas could hit that corner. He just missed.
Dantas coming up for the reception there. Down to the corner for Healy. Well, here's a chance now. Pereira, remember he blasted one before. Turning and missing his Tayu. Rebound, Dantas can't put it in.
It's kind of getting silly now, isn't it?
I mean, you're talking 11-12 if the ball bounces the right way. 7 minutes left to go. Back towards midfield. Ortiz will reverse field. Here's Obasi now.
Stop.
With the right foot.
Stop.
Rebound, there you go.
Oh.
Dantas. 5-0.
Finally. All created by Obasi. What a move.
First to the left and then to the right.
He fakes that left-footed shot. Nobody wants to take that, so they all kind of, everyone that marks him kind of, turns and quivers when he lines over that left, so that gives him the ability to move past. And then Dantas cleans up the mess. There you go. That's the right foot also. And then I don't know. Is that that's well, see, doesn't hold on a sec. Doesn't Venino get an assist there because it hit him? It hit him before Dantas put it into the goal.
I don't know. I guess not.
If you take a look at the replay again, you'll see the Obasi drive hits Venino. Here, watch. Watch, he hits it. He hits Venino off his foot, and that sets up
That is true.
Dantas. That really should be an assist to Venino.
Let's see if they change that. Good call, Paul. All right,
Call the stats booth.
Yep. We'll keep it here with 6:46 left, so Dantas gets the goal at 8:14. At least for right now, Obasi gets the assist.
Certainly deserved the assist, but it did hit. Without it hitting Venino, it doesn't get set up for Dantas.
So Dantas now has started the season with 2-goal games in each of the first 2 games. He's got 4 for the year. He's got 20 for the career.
Well, that goal's a crusher.
Now that goal breaks a drought of exactly 26 minutes. The game went scoreless for 26 minutes. The last goal scored before this one was Roque at 12:14. Blast lead at 5-0. Will Vanzella outside the box.
You're going to say that, is that going to say it's a handball?
It's got to be a penalty, and it is.
I was going to say, if they're going to say it's a handball, they didn't initially show the card.
So that's William Vanzella's second penalty in 2 games.
Let's see the replay. It was close. He's outside the box. Did it hit his hand?
Yeah, it's a handball.
Yeah.
And so this will set up a shootout situation. Last week, Vanzella was beaten in a shootout by the Mustangs. It was Martinez that scored on the shootout.
Yeah, Martinez did a nice job of being patient and waited for Vanzella to go down, and finally in the corner was able to hit it from the bad angle and score.
This time it'll be Forbes on the ball. Forbes, well, the referees blew the whistle. And now what are they saying, the blast left too early?
That's what they're saying. And the blast didn't leave too early. Forbes never got on the ball. That's just a ridiculous call. Nobody left early. The whistle blew, everybody took off, and Forbes didn't move the ball forward. That's his fault. That's not the blast leaving early. Now, Syracuse left early. That shouldn't count, right?
High rebound, ball is in play. It'll be a power play here for Syracuse. And now the official going over to talk to Danny Kelly about the situation.
That was a clear handball.
Losi gets the call. Nice settle by Obasi. Blast going to try to kill a penalty here for the first time all year. Penalty killers: DeSantos, Healy, Obasi, and Kim.
Well, they've already knocked off a minute. Or, I'm sorry, 30 seconds. Ow. That hurts.
Even up here.
That hurts. DeSantis took that right off the shoulder.
125 on the power play. That one blocked by Kim. Now Obasi trying to run that one down.
Well,
Good pressure.
Made it difficult for the Silver Knights.
DeSantos pressuring. Coming up on 1 minute left here on the penalty.
Yep, again, another 30 seconds off, and still no shots on goal for Syracuse.
Elenio in the corner. Back up top now for Forbes. They swing it around the perimeter. 45 seconds left on the power play. Target man is Gibson, right on the goal mouth, and they can't put it in. William with a save.
What a recovery by William Vanzella there.
That one wide. Oh, that one hits the corner. That one from Losi. 15 seconds on the power play. Blast patient to get it out. And finally they do. One more chance here perhaps for Syracuse.
I don't think they're gonna make
5 seconds. 2 and 1. Penalty is over. Hoxie joins the 5.
Good kill by the Blast.
Syracuse has yet to score. 4 minutes left in the third. Forbes in the corner. No one there for Syracuse.
Silver Knights changing. And he didn't look up and see that there was nobody in the box, so it was an easy play for the Blast.
Vanzella gives it away to Schindler. Hoxie trailing. On the near side for Vitale. Here's Manfoot now back on the floor. Vitale, pressured by Levy. Schindler leading Losi into the corner. There's a drive. That one just high and wide.
Blast have been out on the field for a long time now. Some tired legs out there. They need a change.
Foul on Obasi. 2:48 left to go in the third.
Pushing foul on the Blast, number 14, Ottawa Obasi. Free kick, Syracuse.
Boy, Manfoot was pressuring the ball, and then all of a sudden he stopped. Here's a chance for Levy.
There's a ball. Levy's been on the field for a long time. That's any other situation, he probably wins that battle, yeah.
Yep. Manfoot trying to beat DeSantos. Now here's a ball up ahead. That one just wide. Back post was available to him, but nothing there. Finally a whistle. Mark Bailey with 2:06 left to go in the third. Blaster gassed.
Yeah, look at him getting to the bench.
Pushing foul on Syracuse's number 21, Darren Toby.
Foul's called on Toby. Blast do make some changes. Here's Pereira now, some fresh legs, along with Roque. Ortiz out there as well. Here's Lucas turning, that one wide rebound off of the foot of Ortiz over, and with 1:49 left in the third, it'll be Perella's ball.
So fresh legs, and immediately the Blast get an opportunity offensively.
Matt Perella Rolls it out on the far side. And there's more pressure, and well, there's no whistle, though. Did you hear a whistle?
No.
Number 22, Joan Pereira.
Pereira gets called for the foul. Ubi on the ball. All their goal scorers, Ubi and Forbes, Alenio, nothing tonight. Roque now, nice ball up ahead. Ortiz on the receiving end. Pereira, good ball. Roque tries to split it through. Saved by Perella, and Ortiz is there just in case.
I'll tell you, though, nothing clean tonight for Perella, you know?
No.
It's a bobble, a parry, you know, a deflection, nothing clean.
He's been on the floor a lot tonight, too. Here's Perella now to midfield. Couldn't get a shot off there for Syracuse. 50 seconds left in the third. That'll be a foul called on DeSantos.
How is that a foul on DeSantos? It's a clear obstruction call on Schindler. Wow.
Memorabilia from your local pro teams, including the Orioles, Ravens, and many more. Also, fans after the game. Don't forget a post-game autograph session on the field.
18 seconds left in the third. Shot blocked by the Blast. Roque trying to make a run the other way.
10 minutes after tonight's game on the field.
This is how we're going to end it here. Not enough time to get up the floor.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter. So the Blast scoring another one. Dantas from Obasi in the third, giving the Blast a 5-0 lead over Syracuse after 3. We'll take a timeout. Come back for our fourth quarter after this.
Baseball and my family seem to go hand in hand, seem natural. Seems to be built into everything I do. I'm hardwired into MedStar Sports Medicine the same way. I pick up the phone, I call them, I go. They're the sports medicine experts. I trust them.
Back to your attention to the midfield area. They're the most beautiful girls in the MASL. Please welcome your Baltimore Blast cheerleaders.
Wow. Wow.
Give it up for your Baltimore Blast cheerleaders. Shots on goal tonight.
5-0 Blast after 3. Getting set for quarter number 4. Blast out shooting Syracuse 8-7 in the third. Have outshot the Silver Knights 17-14 after 3. Gary Stein, Paul Mittermeier back with you. Game 2 of the 15-16 season. Both games at home for the Blast. They've outscored their opponents this year 12-4 in the first 2. Detroit comes to town a week from tonight.
And Gary, 8 of their first 11 games at home. Detroit next week, and then I know all Blast fans have that December 4th game circled against the San Diego Sockers. That
should be a good one. In goal for San Diego, by the way, is, I'm sure a lot of Blast fans know, Chris Toth, the son of Zoltan Toth, who was a great goalkeeper for the San Diego Sockers way back in the day, in the 80s. Blast almost coming up, or I should say the Silver Knights almost coming up with a goal there.
Oh, nice ball by Wapu.
Keeping it alive is Dantas. Dantas with a left save, another save. Third shot right out in front. Dantas again, this time moved off just a moment. Roque had a chance before, maybe it was Ortiz.
Wow, how did that ball not go in the net?
Any one of them. 1 minute gone by here in the fourth. So William Vanzella, who led the league last year in shutouts with 4, has carried one into the fourth quarter here tonight. That foul will be on Kim.
Well, that's done pretty well pressuring tonight. That's led to a lot of their possession time.
Here's Gibson. Broken up by DeSantos. Well played.
Yeah, well, when you're up 5-0, those are the safe plays. You know, get it out of your own end, get it to the other end, make them reestablish themselves and get back down the floor again.
2 minutes gone in the fourth. The Embassy Suites by Hilton, Baltimore Inner Harbor, is the official hotel of the Baltimore Blast. Connected to the Embassy Suites is Baltimore's most sought-after venue, the Grand. Whether planning a corporate meeting or event, wedding, gala, or social event, contact us at 410-685-7777 or online at thegrandbaltimore.com. Advanced Radiology is proud to be the official medical imaging provider of the Blast. When you need fast, accurate results, trust the team of experts at Advanced Radiology. Visit advancedradiology.com for a location near you. At Fremont Mortgage, if you're looking to refinance or buy a home, call them. Your loan is handled here in Baltimore, not out of state. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Fremont also is proud to back the Blast. That's why Fremont is on their uniform back. And when you're ready to buy or refinance your home, Fremont is ready to back you too. Call 800-955-8508 for a free analysis. Don't forget, don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender.
Best scoring chance of the night for Syracuse there. Again, Vanzella was sharp.
Coming up on 12 minutes left in the game.
I think it was Forbes that had got tangled up with Dos Santos, wanted a foul call, stopped playing, and then the ball got deflected right back to him. It was a one-on-one situation, and Vanzella up to the challenge again.
Healy on the floor for the Blast. Up ahead now for Tayu. Manfoot gets involved there. Vanino to Roque. Syracuse now with 11:20 left in the game. No one there for the Silver Knights. All ball on that one for Ortiz. Well played. Vanino. Got a man. Tayu. Ah, he can't. Should have one-timed it. Healy, look at this. Oh,
nice
great save by Perella.
Again, not pretty, but he got the job done. was a great feed.
Shot was taken by Roquet. Beautiful ball from Healy. Oh. Keeper was well screened on that one by two players, and Roquet basically has an empty net goal.
Well, you saw just some tired legs on the field for Syracuse. They couldn't really do anything in their own end. Blast forced another turnover off the boards, and then Roquet just dribbled to the middle, and there was nothing left there for the Silver Knights.
Roquet's second goal of the night, third of the season, 57th in 64 career games for Lucas Roquet.
And there's a turnover, he got nothing. I mean, Roquet just basically dribbles to the middle and faces little resistance there.
Lucas Roquet. Assist to number 19,
And Tayu gets the assist. That's his first point in a Blast uniform. His 21st point of the career. And they're down 6, and they still got their keeper in. That's over the glass into the official scorers table.
Well, we've talked about this before, right? I mean, 1-point goals now. You can't give up a 3. What's the use? You might as well go get the 6th attacker if you're still trying to win the game, or at least try to score a goal. You know, you want to come away with something.
Benzella rolls it out on the far side to Ortiz. Obasi now for the Blast, past the yellow line. Made the point earlier in the broadcast, the Blast uncharacteristically very young this year. Only one player on the team, and he's not even here tonight, Tony Donatelli.
There
we go. Mediocre structure violation. This will be yellow line.
Structure violation, Syracuse. Free kick, Blast.
Only Donatelli is over 30 years of age. Blast have historically been a veteran-laden squad. Got a lot of young faces on this team. A lot of guys in their first and second years with the team, and then some middle career players. Perella makes the play. Good ball from Healy. Less than 10 minutes now to play in the game. Look at this ball.
Oh, look at this play.
Dantas.
Nice job using the boards on that far side.
Here's Forbes now for Syracuse.
So tough to pressure the Blast. When they're playing like that, it's almost impossible. I mean, that was the textbook 7-8 pass system out of their own end that led to a scoring chance off the boards on the other side.
The Silver Knights had 14 shots coming into the fourth quarter, and none of them have gone in. Here's a chance, broken up by the Blast. Kicked away by DeSantos. Ubi coming up on 8 minutes left in the game. Broken up by DeSantos again. Nice work from Hoxie from behind.
Thought maybe Perel was going to head to the bench, but instead he stays.
Well, they don't even, they don't have a guy with a 6th attacker jersey over there yet. I guess he's not, I guess he's staying in. Toby up ahead in the corner for Yelovak, who's been very quiet tonight. Manfoot trying to take on a man.
Gaetan Galtimiano in the
Yep.
game for the first time.
First appearance. He was one of 3 players signed by the Blast this week.
Oh.
Well, he's got some
Yeah,
wheels.
3-on-2 if they hurry.
Hoxie to Caltabiano. Off the boards, keeps it alive, and now a whistle. Blast signing Caltabiano, Jeremy Figler, and Jeremy Rayleigh in the during the week. Figler will back up Vanzella in goal. So I guess Phil Saunders is going to be out for a while with that wrist.
Yeah, absolutely.
That one over the boards with 6:46 left to go. We'll take a timeout here. All Blast now in the second half. Blast leading Syracuse 6-0. .646 left to go in the fourth quarter. There you see Blast owner Ed Hale right in the middle of your picture, enjoying a game tonight that looks, for all intents and purposes.
Is he the fan of the game?
I think the kid in front of him is. But Ed was lobbying for the kid.
Yeah,
Did you see it?
There you go. All right.
Kid deserves it. 6:40 left, saved by Perella. Blast getting a pair of goals from Roque tonight, pair from Dantas. Hoxie and DeSantos also scoring in their second consecutive games. Two assists for Healy tonight. Blast Soccer brought to you by Chesapeake Employers Insurance, Maryland's largest writer for workers' comp insurance. For a business coverage quote, connect with your local agent. Are you frustrated at work by slow computers or system crashes? If so, Netacom's computer and network support team can help. Netacom provides flat-rated service plans for businesses just like yours. Put Netacom on your team's roster. Check us out at netacom.com.
Vanzella parries that one over the glass. Nice
Corner
save.
kick up coming for the Knights. 5:50 left in the fourth, I should say. And let's see what the Syracuse team can do with this restart.
Williams like holding the back of his neck.
Yeah.
Whether or not he hit the floor, maybe after he made the save.
Mark Bailey puts it down. Let's see what the Silver Knights have up their sleeve. That one wide, deflected away by Obasi. Run down. Blast pressuring with 2 inside the yellow line. And the Blast with the turnover here. Ortiz finds Dantas. Back to Ortiz, broken up in the midfield by Forbes. Coming up on 4 minutes left in the game.
I mean, at some point, don't you have to go sixth attacker just to try to score?
Apparently not. Caltabiano on the field for the Blast. DeSantos, Ortiz, Dantas, and Obasi as well. Blast don't usually use those high numbers. Caltabiano's got number 80. And there he is with the steal. Syracuse will try again.
I'm pretty sure that was his number in college with UMBC.
Gibson now gives it off to Schindler.
Not like I do the games or anything.
Less than 3 minutes now to play. Broken up by Healy.
Of course, Gaetan's been away from UMBC for what, a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my memory isn't really that good.
Healy, nice outlet here for Forbes. He's taken down. 2:30 left to play.
Tripping foul. Syracuse's number 13, Bo Yellowhawk.
So now if you're the Blast, do you go for the shutout now and kind of lay back and try to rag some time, or just keep attacking? The answer there would be keep attacking.
Pereira mishit that one. Now, William had 4 shutouts last year. He had 2 the year before. If it holds up, it'll be his 7th career shutout. I mean, it used to be that a shutout was just unthinkable.
Unthinkable, right? Now it's like the norm.
A shutout it wasn't even a no-hitter. It was a perfect game.
Oh, here's a good chance here for Syracuse.
1:51 left to play.
Tripping foul on the Blast, number 12, Adriano Dos Santos. Free kick, Syracuse.
This is their 2nd restart opportunity deep in the game. Blocked by Pereira, and then Pereira just throws down Manfoot. There's a block by Dantas, kept alive by Gibson. 1:30 left to play. Gibson again. For Manfoot, Pereira there. DeSantos there. Dantas flips it up ahead for Kim.
Yep, 1:15 left.
Syracuse will try again. Olenio into the corner for Losi, or Yellowbach, I should say. Less than a minute. Here's Olenio, been quiet tonight. Last chance for Syracuse. Here's Forbes. That one blocked away. Vanino, and there it is. Another shutout for Vanzella. The 7th shutout of Vanzella's career, and he does it in game 2 tonight.
Hoxie comes down with the big hug. Or Healy, I should say, comes with the big hug. Oh, my bad. It's commonplace, Gary.
Well, it is if your name's William Vanzella. Vanzella turned away them all tonight. A shutout for William. The Blast win at 6-0, scoring 4 goals in the first, and then getting a goal each in the third and the fourth. One of the big keys for the Blast tonight, early, Paul, was the restart opportunities. Pat Healy was exceptional tonight in that category.
Yeah, we go back to the start of the game. Remember, Syracuse was doing well, dominating play, getting some steals, and all of a sudden, Dos Santos gets that restart goal 2.5 minutes in. Hoxie comes back and scores, and all of a sudden, Syracuse playing well, but they're down 2-0. And they started chasing the game a little bit, and then Dantas stepped up, Roque, and then all of a sudden it's 4-0, and the Blast controlled play in that second quarter. They didn't get any goals, but they had the majority of the possession time. And here's Vanzella, who wasn't tested a lot tonight, but he made some good saves. There's maybe the best one, point blank right there, just steps up and makes the play. There was one late in the game where he parried it over the boards. This might be the one here. Yeah, parries it over the boards. Nice save there for William to keep the shutout intact.
And so he is our Pepsi player of the game, William Vanzella. First shutout of the season, 7th of the career. And Vanzella, the difference tonight for the Blast in goal as they beat Syracuse 6-0. Blast led by Dantas with 2 goals, Roque with 2 goals, Healy with 2 assists, goals for Hoxie and Dos Santos as well. A week from tonight, it'll be Detroit coming to town to take on the Blast. Blast now 2-0, and Syracuse falls to 0-1.
Well, hey, another good win for the Blast. Keep it rolling. They get another home game next week before they go on the road on the 28th, so we'll see if they can get it done against Detroit again tomorrow night.
For Andrew Primrose and Paul Mittermeier and the rest of our crew here tonight, I'm Gary Stein. Thank you for joining us. Blast 6, Syracuse 0. See you next week.